My name is Feng Chenhan, matrix number A165812, and I'll be discussing the factors affecting the geometric design of highways. The first factor is the design speed. Design speed is known as the highest continuous speed, given that the weather conditions are conducive to facilitate safety traveling of the vehicles. Different speed standards have been assigned for different class of road. Different speed may be modified depending upon the terrain conditions. So the most important factor affecting the geometric design of the highway is the design speed. Design speed parameters affect the length of the vertical curves, horizontal curves, and the side distance. Now, legal speed is not equal to the design speed. Legal speed is defined as the speed at which the drivers tend to travel beyond a safe speed. And normally, the design speed is adopted from a series of cumulative frequency data collected and taking the 85th percentile speed. The next factor is the topography factors. The topography is the arrangement of the natural and artificial physical features of an area. It is classified based on the general slope of the country, which may be plain terrain less than 10%, rolling terrain 10 to 25%, mountainous terrain 25 to 60%, steep terrain more than 60%. So for plain terrain, it is very easy to construct a highway as per the standards. As the terrain and the gradient increases, the construction cost will increase for a specific design speed. So to keep the construction cost and time under control, the geometric standards vary with different terrain or topography. This is hence classified as steeper gradients and sharper curves. The next factor is traffic factor, the vehicular characteristic and human characteristic of the road users. Different vehicles classes have different speed and acceleration, different dimension and weight. Now, human factor is also includes the physical, mental, and psychological characteristic of the driver and pedestrian. Example like driver who drink and drive, or drivers who are tired and sleepy and not concentrating on the road, or pedestrian that does not follow the zebra crossing. The last factor is the environmental factor. So one of it is the aesthetic of the highway, as you can see from the image example. The next is landscaping, air pollution, and lastly, noise pollution. Now I'll pass the next segment to my group member. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alina Jabiti Isa. Today I will present about highway geometric design. Okay, for the introduction, is the determination of layout and features visible on highways such as horizontal and vertical alignments, slide distances, and intersection. Emphasis is more on satisfying the need of the driver as well as to ensure the safety of the vehicle, the comfort while driving, and efficiency at reasonable cost. So the main features considered for geometric design of highways, cross-sectional element, consideration of like. So for the cross-section elements is pavement surface characteristics, which is friction, drainage of surface water, that unevenness, and light reflecting characteristics. And width of pavement or carriageway, which is total width of road on which vehicles are allowed to move, depends on number of lanes. Cross slope or camber, that the slope provided to the road in transverse direction to drain off the water from the road surface. So this is median or traffic separator provided between two sets of traffic lanes intended to divide the traffic moving in opposite direction. Uh, the road margin, such as shoulder, guardrail, footpath, driveway, cycle track, parking lane, and abandonment slope. And width of formation of roadway is the sum of width of pavement or carriage, including separators, if any, and shoulder. One is curbs that indicates the boundary between pavement and median or footpath or shoulder. Consideration of slight distance. So for a minimum distance open to the vision of the driver of a vehicle intending to overtake slow vehicle ahead with safety against traffic of opposite direction. So factors is speed of overtaken vehicle, skill and reaction time of the driver, distance between overtaking and overtaken vehicles, rate of acceleration of overtaking vehicle, and the gradient of the road, if any. So for the horizontal alignments, it's design speed, horizontal curve, super elevation type and length of transition curve, widening of pavement on curves, and setback distance. And the vertical alignment is the elevation profile of the center line of the road influences vehicle speed, acceleration, deceleration, slight distance, vehicle operational cost, comfort while traveling at high speeds. And the gradient is the rate of rise or fall along the length of road with respect to the horizontal, which is there are types of a gradient, um, ruling gradient, limiting gradient, exceptional gradient, and the minimum gradient. So the last one, intersection element, is the unique roadway elements where conflicting vehicle streams share the same space that includes in pedestrian, bicycle, truck, transit, and passenger vehicle. Geometric design of highway influenced by characteristic of the vehicle itself, behavior of the driver, and psychology of the driver, traffic characteristic, traffic volume, and traffic speed. So the severity of movement and accident can be reduced largely by implementing a proper design. The main objective of um, geometry design is to get the optimum efficiency and the traffic operation period and a maximum safety. All these features must be attained with maximum economy and their cost on construction. Unlike the construction payment, the planning process is carried out in advance. So this one is the typical highway section. That's all for me. Thank you.
My name is Aida Irdina with metric number A165125. Today I'll be talking about the capacity and level of service for highway segments for two-lane highways. There are two classes of two-lane highways. They are defined according to their function in the following manner. Class 1 is the two-lane highways that function as primary arterials, daily commuter routes and links to other arterial highways. Motorists' expectations are that travel will be relatively high speed. For Class 2, two-lane highways where the expectation of motorists is that travel speeds will be lower than for Class 1 roads. These highways may be served as access to Class 1 two-lane highways. They may serve as scenic byways or may be used by motorists for sightseeing. The procedures developed for two-lane highway segments provide the basis to evaluate level of service and capacity. The procedures developed for two-lane highway segments provide the basis to evaluate level of service and capacity. For highway segments, there are two levels of analysis. First is the operational, and second is the planning applications. At the operational level of service is determined based on existing or future traffic conditions and specific roadway characteristics, such as two-way traffic for a specific directions for a directional segment with a passing lane. The Highway Capacity Manual (HCM) procedure is designed to analyze two-lane highway segments. If the terrain is mountainous or if the segment length to be analyzed is greater than 0.6 miles and the grade is at least 3%, two-lane highways are analyzed as specific upgrades or downgrades. At planning level, operational level is followed, but with estimates of default or and local values. Annual average traffic values are used to estimate directional design hour volume. There are two measures used to describe the service quality of a two-lane highway. These are, the first is the percent time following another vehicle, and second is the average travel speed. For percent time spent following another vehicle, it is an average percentage of time that vehicles are traveling behind another slower vehicles. for average travel speed is the space mean speed of vehicles in the traffic stream. Space mean speed is the segment length divided by average time for all vehicles to traverse the segment in both directions during a designated interval. ATS is a measure of the degree in which the highway serves its function of providing efficient mobility. Level of service expresses the performance of a highway at traffic volumes less than capacity. Level of service for Class 1 highways is based on two measures, PTSF and ATS, while level of service for Class 2 highways is based on a single measure, which is PTSF. Level of service criteria are applied to travel during the peak 15 minutes of travel and on highway segments of significant levels. Level of service designations are from A, the highest, to F, the lowest. For level of service A, this is the highest quality of service that can be achieved. Motorists are able to travel at their desired speed. The need for passing other vehicles is well below the capacity for passing and few, if any, platoons of 3 or more cars. Average travel speed is 88 km per hour or greater, and travel delays, PTSF, occur no more than 35% of the time. For Class 2, highway maximum delay, PTSF, is 40% of the time, and the maximum service flow rate for two-way under base conditions is 490 vehicles per second. For level of service B, at this level of service, if vehicles are to maintain desired speeds, the demand for passing other vehicles increases significantly. At the lower level of loss B range, the passing demand and passing capacity are approximately equal. For Class 1 highway, the average travel speeds are 80 to 88 km per hour, while the travel delays, PTSF, occur between 35 and 50% of the time. For Class 2 highway in loss B, the maximum delay PTSF is 40 to 55% of the time. Maximum service flow rate, two-way under base conditions, is 780 vehicles per hour. For level of service C, further increases in flow beyond the loss B range results in a noticeable increase in the formation of platoons and an increase in platoon size. Passing opportunities are severely decreased. For Class 1 highway, the average travel speeds ATS are 72 to 80 km per hour, and travel delays, PTSF, occur between 50 and 65%. And for Class 2 highway maximum delay, PTSF, is 55 to 70% of the time. Level service of D, the flow is unstable and passing maneuvers are difficult, if not impossible, to complete. Since the number of passing opportunities is approaching zero as passing desire increases, each lane operates essentially independently of the opposing lane. It is not uncommon that platoons will form that are 5 to 10 consecutive vehicles in length. For Class 1 highway, the average travel speeds are 64 to 72 km per hour, and travel maximum delay, PTSF, is 70 to 85% of time. Class 2 highway maximum delay, PTSF, is 70 to 85% of the time. Level of service E, the passing has become virtually impossible. Platoons are longer and more frequent as slower vehicles are encountered more often. Operating conditions are unstable and are difficult to predict. For level of service E, passing has become virtually impossible. Platoons are longer and more frequent as slower vehicles are encountered more often. Operating conditions are unstable and are difficult to predict. Class 1 highway average travel speeds are 40 miles per hour or less, and the travel delays occur more than 80% of the time. Class 2 highway maximum delay, PTSF, is greater than 85% of the time. And lastly, for level of service F, traffic is congested with demand exceeding capacity. Volumes are lower than capacity and speeds are variable. In conclusion, it can be said that level of service A is the highest quality service with low traffic volume and high speed, while the level of service F has the highest traffic volume with the lowest speed.
Okay, hello. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Nama saya Amin Zikri bin Razi dan hari ini saya akan terangkan tentang multiple lane highway. Nombor metrik saya A166463. Okey, jadi yang pertama persoalannya adalah what is multi-lane? Okey, multi-lane ni adalah jalan yang lebih daripada satu lane, satu laluan untuk satu arah. So sebagai contoh, senang kita nak bayangkan dekat dengan UKM adalah highway Kuala Lumpur Seremban lah, di mana dia ada 3 lane satu hala dan lagi 3 lane satu hala lagi satu. Okey, itu adalah multi lane. Jadi seterusnya kita nak beritahu karakteristik of multiple lane highway. Okey, karakteristik dia adalah kebiasaannya dia punya speed limit dalam lingkungan 60 ke 100 km per hour. Dan dia ada dua kemungkinan, sama ada dia akan letak median iaitu penghadang kat tengah-tengah jalan tu, ataupun tak ada langsung, dia hanya ada line biasa, double line ataupun biasanya double line lah. Okey, seterusnya dia terletak di located in suburban areas or high volume rural corridors. Okey, dan yang keempat, dia punya traffic volume dia dalam lingkungan 15,000 ke 40,000 per day. Dan dia punya traffic signal at major crossing point are possible. Maksudnya ada, boleh letak lah traffic light dekat simpang utama. Okey, seterusnya kita nak terangkan sedikit tentang median. Jadi gambar ni kalau anda semua boleh lihat, dia terdapat median di tengah-tengah laluan, iaitu kat sini. So yang ini dipanggil median. So ini contoh 3 lane highway tapi one way. So ia adalah multiple lane highway. Okey, kita tunjuk yang tak ada median. Okey, so yang ini pula adalah multiple lane highway without median. So nampak kat tak boleh tunjuk. Okey, dekat tengah-tengah ni ada dua line kalau kuning ni. So ini adalah yang pembahagi dia lah, tapi dia tak ada median. Okey, seterusnya kita nak cerita sedikit. Bila masuk tentang multiple lane highway, kita nak cerita tentang level of service dia. So jadi yang terpampar di depan ni adalah rajah tentang speed flow curve with level of service criteria for multiple lane highway. Okey, jadi di sini menunjukkan seperti yang kita tahu bahawa level of service A adalah yang paling lancar, B kurang sikit, C makin kurang, D makin kurang, E dah teruk, E sangat teruk ataupun terus sesak lah. So jadi level of service A di mana kita boleh nampak, level of service A di mana kita boleh nampak bahawa perjalanan kereta waktu freeway adalah boleh lancar lah, tinggi, dan semakin ke arah, semakin teruk keadaannya, semakin perlahan lah kereta tu boleh berjalan. Okey, so jadi kita terangkan sedikit lebih dalam tentang multiple lane highway punya level of service. Okey, so level of service A seperti kita dapat lihat dalam gambar ni, maksudnya jalan clear, lenggang. Ada sebiji kereta je, so maksudnya kereta ni tak terhalang oleh, tak tertangguh langsung. So seperti definisi dia adalah travel condition are completely free flow. The only constraint on the operation of vehicle lies in the geometric feature of the roadway and individual driver preference. So dia faktor yang kalau slow pun adalah disebabkan pemandu tu sendiri ataupun keadaan jalan itu, bukan disebabkan density yang ada di atas jalan itu. Okey, yang kedua adalah level of service B. Okey, seperti definisi yang tertulis di sini, travel condition are at free flow. Dia masih free flow. The presence of other vehicle is noticed, but is not a constraint on the operation of vehicles, as are geometric features of the roadway and individual driver preference. So dia kereta dah makin banyak tapi dia still tak mengganggu sangat lagi. So dia ada minor obstruction are easily absorbed, although localized reduction in loss ataupun level of service are noted. Okey, itu adalah B. Jom kita pergi kepada C. Seperti yang dalam gambar rajah ni, kereta makin padat dan makin rapat. So ini adalah level of service C. Dia punya traffic definisinya adalah traffic density begins to influence operations. So maksudnya kesesakan jumlah trafik dah mula kacau dekat speed ataupun operasi pemanduan, and the ability to maneuver within the traffic is affected by other vehicles. Okay, so travel speed shows some reduction when free flow speed exceeds 80 km per hour, minor disruption may be expected to cause serious local deterioration in service and queues may begin to form. Maksudnya jalan dah makin banyak, so mungkin kereta akan mula beratur-beratur dan start nak kena slow down. Okay, seterusnya level of service D. Sama juga gambar dia, makin banyak kereta. So dia punya definisi adalah the ability to maneuver is severity restricted. The ability to maneuver is severely restricted due to congestion. Okay, so maksudnya tak boleh nak tukar lane sangat sebab dah start padat sangat. Okay, traffic speed are reduced as volume increase. So, okay, minor disruption may be expected to cause serious local deterioration in service and queues may begin in form. Seterusnya level of service E dan seperti yang boleh nampak dalam rajah sangat padat dan hampir tak bergerak keadaan jalannya. So definisinya operation unstable and at or near capacity, hampir penuh. Densities vary depending on the free flow speed. Vehicle operate at the minimum spacing for which uniform flow can be maintained. Disruption cannot be easily dissipated and usually recruit in the formation of queues and the deterioration of service. Dan yang terakhir tengok gambar sendiri, ya Allah. Okay, so jalannya sangat sesak. Senang kata F ni kita boleh anggap dia dah tak bergerak dah. So saya akan baca juga definisi dia. Dia punya definisi adalah a force breakdown of flows occur at the point where the number of vehicle that arrive at a point exceed the number of vehicle discharge. So maksudnya jumlah kereta masuk ke jalan tu lebih daripada jumlah kereta yang boleh keluar. So dia boleh kata macam bottleneck. Okay, ataupun or when forecast demand exceeds capacity. So queues form at the breakdown point, while at section downstream they may appear to be at capacity. Operation are highly unstable. So itu sahaja pembentangan daripada saya dan juga daripada grup kami. So terima kasih semua. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.